For all of you tired of wasting time on scams and fake games on Google Play, we all love a good mobile game, right? Especially when they promise you can win real money or gift cards. It's fast, easy, and a great way to pass the time. But hold on a second. Before you download that awesome new app, there's something you should know. The Google Play Store, as great as it is, has scams. Yep, you heard me right, scams. Those tricky little traps designed to steal your money, your information, or both. And guess what? They're more common than you think. I'm not saying you have to delete all your games and live like a hermit who only uses carrier pigeons, though that does sound kind of nice. But being careful is always a good idea. So get ready, because today we're taking a close look at game scams on Google Play. We'll learn how to spot them, how to avoid them, and what to do if you get tricked. Let's do this. Okay, let's talk about that. What exactly are we talking about when we say gaming scams? Well, they're not as obvious as, say, a guy in a raincoat offering you a fake Rolex for $10. Game scams on the Play Store are often disguised as real games. They can look fun, they can have cool graphics, they can even have good reviews. More on that later. But here's the thing, their main goal isn't to entertain you, it's to trick you. They do this in a few different ways. Stealing your money. Some game scams hit you with hidden fees, sneaky subscriptions, or in-app purchases that are way too expensive or simply don't work. Stealing your data. They may try to get your personal information, such as your logins or credit card number. Ad overload. We've all seen annoying ads in games, but game scams take it to a whole new level, bombarding you with ads so annoying you'll want to throw your phone across the room. The bottom line is that gaming scams are bad news, like that questionable street food you ate once, you know, the one that made you regret everything that led you to that moment. Avoid at all costs. Okay, we know that gaming scams exist. But how do we actually spot these digital tricksters? It's like trying to spot a liar. They might seem convincing at first, but there are always warning signs if you know where to look. Here are a few red flags to watch out for. Offers that are too good to be true. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be wary of games that promise tons of free rewards, easy money, or unrealistic gameplay. Suspicious reviews. Pay attention to the reviews, but don't just look at the star ratings. Read the actual comments. Are they vague, generic, or overly positive? That could be a sign of fake reviews. Bad grammar and spelling. Legitimate game developers usually put effort into their presentation. If the game description is full of errors, that's a big red flag. Intrusive permissions. Does the game ask for access to your camera, microphone, or contacts when there's no reason for it? That's a big no-no. Lack of developer information. Reputable developers are transparent about who they are and how to contact them. If you can't find any information about the developer, be suspicious. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about the warning signs, the better equipped you'll be to avoid becoming a victim of these digital scams. Because nothing screams legit like a good old-fashioned case study. These are just a few examples of shady characters you might run into on the Play Store, the free money machine. This game promises you'll make real money by completing simple tasks. But guess what? They never actually pay out, and the developers are laughing all the way to the bank with your ad revenue. The review scammer. This game offers you in-game rewards for leaving a positive review. Sounds harmless, right? Except it inflates their rating with fake reviews, tricking other unsuspecting players into downloading a terrible game. The data miner. This game disguises itself as something fun and innocent, like a quiz or a personality test. But behind the scenes, it's collecting your personal data and selling it to the highest bidder. This is just the tip of the iceberg, folks. The world of game scams is vast and constantly evolving, which is why it's so important to stay informed and be vigilant. Any 2048 game, any Bingo Clash game, any solitaire game, in all these games you need to earn some amount of money, $300 or $500, and when you reach that goal, you need to check at least 50 to 100 videos after what they tell you that you are 5,889 6,000th people in row. Guess what? It never falls on smaller amount. Don't even try to watch more ads, it doesn't help. Cozy Town, farms and trucks. When you reached amount necessary for payment, there it goes. New tax to end it, Cube Fantab. I don't need to repeat myself. My money arrived in 7 days. 20 days later, nothing. Last pusher. This one even sends you notification about your payment on mail, but link which they provide says that your country is not valid for send you that money. OFC it is, but one more scam, Lucky Chip Master. You play and just watch ads and only ads, and OFC again, you're in queue for payment. Don't lose your time. Path Master, oh, only Path iFund was empty battery. Step Cash app, OMG. Every time you get to the goal, 3,500 points for $1, there is stack. 0, so you try to reach 4,500. Guess what? I had 4,499 and stack was 9. On 4,500 stack was OFC 0. Step Fitness Journey, all day walking, which is great, but for every buck annoying ADS. Every game I played which promised money was fake. So am I the most unfortunate person who guesses all the fake games? Or tip, play but try not to believe in it. The world of game scams is vast and constantly evolving, which is why it's so important to stay informed and be vigilant. Part 5. The price you pay. Consequences of scam games. You might think, so what's the big deal? It's just a game. But the consequences of falling for a game scam can be surprisingly serious. We're not just talking about losing a few minutes of your time. Here's the real deal. Financial loss. Game scams can drain your bank account with hidden fees, unauthorized purchases, and expensive subscriptions. Data theft. Your personal information is valuable, and falling for a game scam can expose you to identity theft, phishing attacks, and other cyber threats. Malware infection. Some game scams are actually Trojan horses, sneaking malware onto your device that can steal your data, spy on you, or even take control of your phone. Emotional distress. No one likes the feeling of being scammed, and falling for a scam can be incredibly frustrating and upsetting. The bottom line is, game scams can have real consequences, so make a pact to be smarter than the scammers and protect yourself from their deceptive ways. Part 6. Don't get tricked. Tips for avoiding game scams. Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions. Here are some handy tips to help you navigate the Play Store like a pro and avoid those pesky game scams. Check the developer. Do your research. Look for well-known developers with a history of releasing legitimate games. Read reviews carefully. Don't just look at the star ratings. Read the actual reviews, paying attention to both positive and negative feedback. Be cautious with permissions. Only grant permissions that make sense for the game's functionality. If something seems fishy, don't download the game. Look for official websites and social media pages. Legitimate games often have an online presence outside of the Play Store. Trust your gut. If something feels off about a game, it probably is. Better safe than sorry. Remember, a little caution goes a long way. By being aware of the risks and taking simple precautions, you can protect yourself from becoming a victim of game scams. Part 7. Google's role fighting back against the scammers. Now, you might be thinking, shouldn't Google be doing something about this? And you're right. Google has a responsibility to keep its platform safe for users. They've put several measures in place to fight game scams, including Play Protect. This built-in security feature scans apps for bad software and other threats. User reporting. You can report suspicious apps to Google, helping them identify and remove scams faster. Developer policies. Google has strict rules that developers must follow, and they take action against those who break them. However, the fight against game scams is an ongoing battle. New scams pop up all the time, and it's a constant game of cat and mouse between Google and the scammers. Part 8. The future of mobile gaming, a safer space. So what does the future hold for mobile gaming? Will we ever be free from the plague of gaming scams? It's hard to say for sure, but there are reasons for optimism. As technology advances, so will the tools and techniques for detecting and preventing scams. Google and other app stores are constantly working to improve their security measures, and user awareness is growing. Ultimately, the future of mobile gaming depends on a joint effort by platforms, developers, and users. By working together, we can create a safer and more enjoyable experience for everyone. Part 9. Be smart, be safe, a final word. Well folks, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the murky waters of gaming scams on Google Play. We've covered a lot, from understanding how these scams work to learning how to protect ourselves. The most important message is this: be careful. The world of mobile gaming is full of amazing experiences, but it's also a target for scammers who want to take advantage of unsuspecting users. By being informed, aware, and a little cautious, you can enjoy all the fun and excitement of mobile games without becoming a victim of these digital scammers. Stay safe and happy gaming.